conditions today, if you guys look at the forecast earlier, we have set almost about 8 swells at 11 seconds coming in from west-southwest. Now, the problem with that is we also have low tide just about now. So before we get out there, we need to check the map of the harbor. If it's not safe, we're not getting out there, all right? 90% chance of rain. It should start raining pretty soon. So as a team, we need to get out there and see what we can do today. If not, then come back to the harbor, right? The wind is relatively low, but we're not, right, coming from the east. So that's not the concern, but the low tide is at 2.7 feet, so we need to be careful out there, right? With that said, and before we get started, so Robert, it is winter. Look at those arms!
Time flies. But to be honest, I thought maybe I was like, look at.
All right, Robert. So it is cold out there. The water is about 53 degrees. Wind speed is it's not that high, but it is cold day out there. So either you have more stuff, or we're gonna have to give you some over here because I just don't feel like we can be out there.
Okay, I got it. You're right.
All right. But you can go change. And by the way, are those your paddling glasses or
Which glasses?
all right.
No, these are my expensive reading glasses.
Are you all getting ready? We do have a couple of experienced people here. That's great. Eddie, I think you're fairly new.
Yeah,
Can you
pretty new.
identify your what?
Well, I've only paddled once or twice, but I do kind of have a medical condition that
Okay.
I prefer to let you know,
Please.
confidentially.
Okay. And what would that be? What would that?
Well, it's not very confidential.
No,
I have diabetes, and it's
Okay.
under control.
It's under control. Perfect. So we're going to be watching. I want to have you sit down. We're going to be in seat 5.
Okay.
Please reach out to me if we need to take care of something there. And along with that crew, just conditions, we're going to stick around here near the harbor today. Maybe go out to Mount Louis, we'll come back. So before we do our regular checks, I want everyone to try a life vest. We'll have Robert come and try one out. So thank you for wearing yours. Are you going to wear it from paddle?
Yeah, ever since I watched that video last year.
Awesome. So, all right, everyone, let's try life vest. Hey, why don't you try that one right there? See how that feels.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's perfect. I didn't look
Yeah,
at
this
this
is
one.
All right. So you're right. You know what? That is you. We don't have you
I
on
love
the
it.
day. Hey, try that one. Yeah. Everyone's feeling good? All right. If you need it, then you can reach for it. All right. So, all right, guys. So Robert's he's getting a delay, but let's start our pre-launch check. So, all right. So I'm gonna need one of you to get this 6 life vests in the boat. I need 2 behind seat 2, 2 behind seat 4, and 2 behind me. So go ahead and put that. Tony, why don't you help us get dry bag, do a radio check, pull the harbor patrol, and then when Robert comes, Les, please, if you're more experienced, help me check out the rigging, just make sure that nothing is loose here. So got the rigging, yes. And
Were my bugs in the boat?
no. They get wet, they get cold. So Robert, why don't we get 2 bailers, a bucket. Let's make sure that we have our tow rope because you never know. And by the way, guys, we do have a new rope that we can use for any in the event of a buoy, which we'll cover in a minute. Should anyone need it, we can wrap this around the yaku and help you, lift yourself up. So be aware of this. It's going to be in front of us, and behind seat 4 in the bucket. All right. So
Radio check.
ready to check?
Harbor Master, this is Outrigger Sanctuaries, radio check over. Aye, aye.
All right. So any other medical conditions or anything like that that we need to visit?
I'm still allergic to these things.
Okay. Let's be aware of that.
I'm very good at it.
Perfect. So hopefully we don't need it. and otherwise I see it there, so let's make sure that, that we help out Leslie if we need to, just pretend. All right, team, so how are you feeling? Did that fit well?
Well, pretty good.
Perfect, we'll put it behind seat behind there. So we have, all right, do we have two buckets? I see one, I see two. Let's put one behind seat 2. Okay? And it's ready for reach. I see a tow rope. I see that the reading feels pretty good. You know what, guys? Conditions. I think we're gonna weigh the AMA. So Robert, let's go ahead and put a couple of water bottles on the AMA. Maybe. Yeah, just pretend because we didn't bring them. So we did that, by the way. And we'll go and check that condition before we get out there. And the last thing before we get to launch, guys, so in event of a bully, the first person's first, I want everyone from C1 all the way back to me to call your seat number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, your buddies, 3, 4, your buddies, 5, 6, your buddies. Visual check to make sure that we're okay. There's no blood, there's no one looking a little bit off of it. And if we are, please let me know. C1, you're going to help me keep that boat in the direction that we want it to. Follow my lead. Make sure you tuck your paddle under your seat, all right? And immediately seat 3 and 4, make sure that you are leveraging the active jump over the canoe and yes.
Okay, I have a bad knee, so I'm not real flexible anymore.
Perfect. So seat 5, you're going to jump over the yakter, right, in this situation. Leverage that move to make sure that you're pulling also with your hands, pulling those yakters over. So Leslie and seat 2, go ahead and help push those yakters up, and also make sure that you use the gunnels to try to, stop landing on that AMA. We don't want to damage it. Then we're in real trouble, okay? I want C2 to hold on to one of the yakus and weigh it down so that people can get off from the right and we don't pull you again. I'm gonna ask you to jump in right away and start bailing, and depending on how the water looks, please follow my lead immediately so that we can get in as soon as possible, as soon as we're not swamping the boat. And then we're gonna get going pretty quick, right? But wait for my call for me to call you to when to get in. Make sure that somebody's always weighing the AMA on that side if you're jumping from the right. So just follow my lead and check on that. Is everyone clear on that? Any questions? Good? Alright guys, well, let's get this canoe in the water and let's go have some fun. Let's go check the harbor map, make sure that we can get out safely, okay? Let's have fun. Alright. So that was our dramatization of what we should be doing as a group. And the question that I'm going to ask, especially for those of us that feel that we're more experienced and paddle so often, and do we do it?
Yes.
The answer is yes. I hear some yes. That's amazing. Being part of some crews and me being a search person, that we don't go to that extent. I feel like, I'm a search person. A lot of what I've done, and this is me saying, don't be me, is that I do all this on myself. I'm checking that there's two bailers. I have forgotten to do that. With the coach being part of the canoe, by the way. And then we needed the bailers, and we didn't have them. And instead of asking, double checking, essentially having someone check your work, quote unquote. Robert, make sure there's 2 bailers. Now there's 2 people that check that. Right? Check that there's a tow rope. Now there's 2 people that check that. Right? So a couple of things. One thing that I was discussing with Leslie, I think in the club we do have some differentiation, and I know guys are going to go through color recovery, which is more standard, if you will. So there's going to be differences. But when you think about, we're talking about life vests being so critical for survival in case of the worst case scenario. If you wear it, amazing. Absent that, what we probably want to do, a suggestion that I've been getting even for our clubs, is you get two life vests behind seat 2, so that they're near those 2 people. 2 life vests behind seat 4, near those people, and 2 life vests behind seat 6. What we tend to do, I've seen in some of our canoes, is we stuff 3 or 4 behind seat 6 and a couple behind seat 4. We'll get them to the front, but time is of the essence in the event that we need them. So So it's rather, I think it'd be more convenient that we have them there, right? So that's one of the things that we kind of were discussing today. It's winter, so Robert was over dramatization of how some of us feel like once we get out there, we get warmed up. That is true. Typically, you're taking layers off, but maybe that's the best idea. You get out there, you get hot, you keep the layer with you in the bucket or whatever it is in the event that you do need it, because conditions could change or things like that. So don't be that guy that you want to show up your guns and then you get in trouble for that. All right. Anything else we want to touch, guys? I may be forgetting. Any questions? Any observations? I'm here to learn as well. So anything that you experience, serious people might want to point out to our dramatization.
I just have a question about cell phones that, I hear about using. They're expensive. Do you guys have a way that, what do you have?
Yeah, so I have, and I use this in IoT One.
This is life-proof, waterproof.
I have this now with me, which my cell phone is water resistant, so it should be okay without even the case. But I use this case so that I can attach it to something like a life vest or my canoe cell. And
Okay.
you can operate it with this inside this, so you can make sure that you're holding on to it, you don't lose it,
Okay.
kind of dial, whatever. That's my personal safety especially when I'm in OC1.
So speaking for Amy, who has lost her voice, she just pointed out that with her gloves on, she's not able to use her cell phone. So it's just something to keep in mind about cell phones.
So if you have people in your canoe that are gonna wear life vests, like we have two people here with vests on, would you take two out of the canoe?
Yeah, I mean, we only, there's not, in my personal opinion, right, like we don't, if there's 6 people, 6 life vests, whether 2 of them are being worn or not, I would then say, hey, if C2 has his or her life vest and 1 in there for C1, again, the other 2 for the seats, just closer to where they're needed. If it's cold, time is of the essence, right, so we want to get things going fast. And I think, I'm looking forward to Guy talking about Huli, recovery and all that in more detail, but a lot of this stuff, if we as a team, if we practice and we get more accustomed to a way to do things, a lot of these things actually can happen, essentially at the same time, in parallel, if you will. You count your own safety. In more experienced crews, you can have people starting to essentially climb over, and start to get ready for that leverage that they act to get over the gunnel. As even prior to me saying, hey, in fact, jump over. If there is some sort of safety concern, that the serious person should be saying, hey, nobody hold on to where you are, hold on to the canoe, don't let go, or whatever. It could be that we have to turn the canoe around because current and where the waves are coming, etc., could have an impact on how well you recover that buoy, right? So safety first, listen to your serious person, to the extent they're going to stop you to. There's things you can start kind of doing to get that going, right? It should happen fairly quick, as quickly as possible, for safety reasons, get out of cold water, etc. But one thing that I have experienced in Hulis, where accidents not like Huli drills, is that if too many people get on board too quickly, you will slump that canoe. And if there's waves coming in, more water is going to come in than you can actually, take out. So do pay attention to that. Listen to your serious person. Hey, C4, get in. Great, pump out a bunch of water quickly. Hey, C3, whatever, jump in. That's because the canoe won't seem too much, get more, and then everyone else gets in. Spending that extra minute in the water for everyone else, for the sake of ensuring that we can drain that canoe, is better than trying to get out of that cold water, in my view, especially if you're holding on to that canoe and there's no risk of someone, going away. Don't ever and I will stop with the Huli recovery because we have a guy coming up, so.
Can we just address the actual us putting the canoe in the water, how one voice is helpful versus everybody trying to direct us?
Absolutely. You will always find that if you have multiple experienced people, like if Robert is the serious person, he's 6, and I'm in whatever seat, but because I typically tend to be the serious person, I often enough, I feel like I have I automatically want to kind of take over and say things. It's not helpful, all right? If I do it, I really don't mean to. And typically, it could be confusing because he is thinking ahead and planning whatever he's doing, how the canoe is going to go in, whether we're going to use the ramp or not. And if I say something contradictory, have the teammate hear me or listen to me and have the team hear him. And that is just a recipe for potentially something going wrong. The rule is, unless it is truly a clear safety issue where Robert may not be aware because he's back in seat 6 trying to tell us orders, and I'm in seat 1 and I do see something, you have to make it clear that, hey, something is happening, Robert, here, hold on, as opposed to try to override him just for the sake of, oh, I have a better way of doing it. One voice will always be what is recommended, and not just at the launch, but from when you start getting that canoe ready, all the way up to being in the water. If I'm in that canoe, I'm a serious person. Typically, I would be quote unquote the captain, but I know that Dave is in that canoe and he's sitting in whatever seat. I could tell you right off the bat, hey guys, when we get on the water, I'm gonna have Dave run that boat and make it clear that I am giving him permission to be the quote unquote captain and essentially call the movements what we do. That's okay, then I gave him permission. You should be aware that you should listen to him. But if I don't do that, then it's my boat, it's my responsibility, and I want to take control of it. It makes it easier if it's one voice. Okay? Any other questions? I'm getting hot now. Okay, so we have to wrap it up. Yep. Yep.
So sell the assist rope,
Yes.
how does it attach?
We're going to have a guy explain that to us. So we'll leave that to you.
Question?